Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera and HBAR, and obviously, yes, we are still preparing for the token unlock from my last previous video on HBAR. Do I think that this is going to be a big event or not for price action? It could. Again, a lot of retail investors, I always say, they blow a lot of these things out of proportion, so we do see volatility within the market. Um, but very similar to that video, what I was talking about was, don't go out and start selling your H bar or anything like that, hoping that we drop down in price. If anything, have some, stable coins on the sidelines, waiting for some buys. Maybe throw some scam wick targets in there just in case maybe we wick down to something. Whatever. Maybe we get a massive sell-off. It does not matter. All we need to know to prepare for something like this is to make sure that you have stables on the sidelines, waiting to buy. Don't go out and start selling your tokens thinking that the worst is going to happen, because that's exactly how you screw yourself in this market. So, just the best way to prepare for this is just to have some stable coins on the sidelines. But nonetheless, let's dive in and let's start off with this tweet here from Hedera. So, a big thing that I've focused on in this market, I'm sure that you guys are probably aware of this from my previous videos on some altcoins, is events. I personally love these conferences, these events, things like this. This happened today. It's Reach for New Ecosystems Building dApps with Hedera and EVM tools. And this was a big event. I think that a lot of these events, no matter the size of them, it's always very exciting. Listen, creating that hype, creating a community, helping the community grow, all of that, crucial. It's a crucial thing within this market, especially at times like this. Like, listen, I said it on this channel just recently in a video. I was like, it is a bear market for most, but it doesn't feel like it. It feels very different. We are still seeing these projects, expanding, making a ton of noise. I focus on those projects that are continuously making a ton of noise because it gives you confidence behind your investment. Listen, these token unlocks, price volatility, all of that, like it all means a lot. Trust me, I get that. But to me, what gives me confidence behind an investment, because that's what these are. These are investments. You wait a while until you see a major return. That's what an investment is. To me, when we look at a lot of these assets, I focus on the team. I focus on the team behind these assets. I focus on the projects behind these assets because that is what you need to focus on. Price will reflect in time. I say this a lot with a lot of these projects as well because, crypto and blockchain and DLT, all of it is extremely still early on in its days. So I love these events. I love community growth. Hedera has been building out a community very, very strong, even during the bear market. And we're almost at 300,000 followers on the main Hedera account. So you love to see that. And again, remember, I always say, look at January, look at February. 2 months of solid, and I mean solid hype around Hedera. I mean, go look at their pinned tweet, for an example, and look at how much hype there has been for Hedera. I mean, it truly is something remarkable. Now, also, in terms of DeFi, so we've been focused on DeFi. It seems as though a lot of individuals have been unlocking their tokens and preparing for a big sell-off event. We actually go over here to DeFi Llama. We can see the TVL hitting this major high of about $161 million, and then all of a sudden, boom, flatlines all the way down to about $77 million. It's pretty much the same area that we were at back in January 1st, in fact. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen here. We definitely have to watch it closely, but I do think that DeFi has been taking a big hit because of everyone preparing to be pretty bearish about this token unlock. But we did see from Pangolin Hedera, we're thrilled to announce that our HBAR PBAR Super Farm has reached $1 million in TVL in just 2 weeks. Join now to earn rewards in HBAR and PBAR and share a swap, and a share of swap fees. If you want to take advantage of this, and they do outline everything around this. All of these DeFi offerings pretty much came out of nowhere. I remember when Hedera had basically just one DeFi offering, and that was Stater. Then we seen Saucer Swap, and then from there we just seen like a huge amount of DeFi offering, and you can see most of this is growing. Some of it's small, like Tangent, and sitting at like 21.7K, but the rest of these are in the $1 million area. So I personally love to see this. I think that it's great to see Saucer Swap really kind of starting to pick up a lot of TVL, almost nearing Stater. So we're seeing a lot of dominance being usurped from Stater and going to Saucer Swap, which I personally love to see. I think that that's great to see. I think Saucer Swap is a solid project. And it's only a matter of time, in my opinion. It's only a matter of time until we start to see a big shift in the DeFi space for Hedera. We've been focused on it for a while. If we actually go over here to the DeFi offering on DeFi Llama, we could see on the 1 month tab a lot of TVL getting used up from some of these projects. I mean, even Phantom down 23.5%, and there's other ones too. So I'm not too concerned about Hedera losing a lot of TVL. Like I said, it's probably people preparing for a major bearish event with this token unlock. I think that there's a lot riding on this, but again, I always say the best way to prepare is to not let your emotions get the best of you. Just have stables on the sideline just in case, and just be a little bit patient. See what happens. But also, we've seen a huge, huge announcement from the HBAR Foundation today. We're honored to announce that the former acting comptroller of USOCC and Coinbase CLO, Brian Brooks, has joined our board. This was awesome to see. I'm very, very excited about this. Here, he will enable us in our mission to accelerate the Hedera ecosystem and establish the trust layer of the internet. We do see Brian joined with a wealth of experience across the financial sector. In his time at USOCC, Brian was administrator of the federal banking system and the CEO of the federal agency responsible for chartering and supervising banks, comprising 70% of all banking activity in the U.S. Which, by the way, we've talked about Brian Brooks in the past. Very incredible individual. Like, if you guys don't know who he is, I highly suggest go check out his LinkedIn and look into all of his activity. Look at who he was. Look at his experience. I mean, everything around him. I mean, alpha for days. So definitely look into him if you haven't already. We've actually included a lot of his discussions on this channel in video format. He's an incredible individual around this space. He's really, really adamant about this quote here: advancing responsible widespread adoption of DLT and Web3 is something I feel passionately about, and I'm thrilled to work with the talented teams across the HBAR Foundation to make this a reality. The HBAR Foundation, through a comprehensive grant program, has successfully grown awareness, accelerated access, and increased commerce in the HBAR economy by providing expert support across technology, marketing, and business development. Together, we will continue to be thought leaders and drive the industry forward to deliver on the vision of making Hedera the trust layer of the internet. And yeah, I'm very, very happy about this. Trust me, like when I say, like, I know that I get excited about a lot of things in this market, but this is something that I believe is not only painting a vivid picture on just how along Hedera is in terms of this space compared to where it was 2 years ago, but it also shows how much there is going on from the HBAR Foundation side. Like, they are truly lighting this fire that's burning extremely hot, and they have not slowed down at all in terms of updates, in terms of these announcements, partnerships. I've said it time and time again on this channel. Go look at the announcements from the HBAR Foundation from the inception. It has been non-stop, and I'm very excited to see that. Now, also, this was not the only update that we've seen from the HBAR Foundation. I know that we didn't report on it yesterday, but we did see this. So we're excited to announce that the multi-territory YPay settlement network is now live on the Hedera mainnet. Through this platform, we will look to actively help bank the bankless in Africa and the Caribbean. You know what's funny about this? I believe that Cardano was doing this. Wasn't ADA doing something like this? I mean, maybe they were saying that they're banking the bankless in Africa, but I don't know. Was it just nothing? I mean, was it? I mean, I really do think that what Hedera is doing is completely different. And we even do see this quote from Credible Crypto: the network overcomes the inefficiencies caused by each Caribbean country having its own currency by being a uniform settlement network. As an HTS stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, cross-border transactions can maintain their expected value. A Hedera-based stablecoin being, guys, it's used as a bridge currency between the Caribbean islands. Will be interesting to watch this develop. And yeah, they're this is why I say Hedera's absolutely killing the game right now. They're truly changing everything as we know it. This is huge. And I remember, I'm pretty sure Zepsi quoted this tweet. I was looking for it, but I guess that, oh, there it is. So the bankless narrative is what first got me into Cardano and ADA. Great to see this narrative actively being played out on Hedera. Very excited to see where YPay Caribbean takes the regions. And yeah, this is very exciting. Again, this gives us that idea of what's to come. And when we look at how large this actually is, so first off, you could see the reason why in terms of the greenest technology. It's very fast, very cheap, but also there's 50,000 plus websites and point of sale terminals connected across the Caribbean. We greatly look forward to seeing YPay drive financial inclusion across the regions with Hedera. This is huge. This truly is, like I said, I know that we talk a lot about Hedera, about what Hedera is doing, but it truly is something special to see things kind of grow like this. That I always say, we gotta be patient to watch these projects blossom into what they are becoming. Because I'm telling you, for the last 2 years, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I don't let people bring me down, but for the last 2 years, I have seen the comments. I have seen the people, laughing about Hedera, laughing about HBAR. Oh, Nick, you really think that HBAR can go to $3 to $6? What are you? This, that, whatever. Listen, it doesn't matter. I'm very patient on these projects. I do believe that HBAR will be worth $3 to $6. I also believe that HBAR will be at some point in time worth $10 plus. It's the idea that we are starting to see the seeds that have been planted growing and blossoming into an incredible opportunity before our eyes. And yeah, like I said, with these token unlocks, it could provide us an incredible opportunity yet again to buy more HBAR on the low, wherever it goes. I've talked about where the possibility is on how low we go on HBAR, but I think that this is a huge opportunity. I think that a lot of people are looking at this, the wrong way. To me, I'm very, very excited on where Hedera is right now. Price-wise, I think that the price is a great opportunity as well. I think those that are looking at the price and saying, oh, it's at 7 cents, it's at 7 cents, or it's this, it's that, oh, it's going to go down to 1 cent. Honestly, I hope it goes down to 1 cent. In fact, I hope that they release all the tokens in one day and drop the price. That way, I could go all in on HBAR, because I'm telling you right now, that as we focus on the overall viewpoint that Hedera has, and we have been focused on the growth, we've been focused on the things happening in just a short amount of time, everything has completely changed from 2 years ago to now. I am very excited about this. I'm very happy with how things have gone. Price-wise, do I wish that HBAR would have went to $3 to $6 back in 2021? Of course. But am I disappointed? Am I upset? Am I, this, that? No, absolutely not. Because I understand that these things take time. And I think that that's one of the biggest misconceptions in this space, is that people think that they're going to get rich overnight. And the truth is, it just does not work like that. So with all of that in mind, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, hope that you all have a beautiful day, beautiful night. If you guys are on this before, this has been Nick. Peace out, guys.